Welcome to my channel. Before we start the video, we will discuss about previous question. So question was, the nurse notes the presence of U waves on a client's cardiac monitor screen. What action should the nurse take? So answer is, the nurse should immediately assess the client's vital signs and cardiac status for signs of hypokalemia. The nurse should also check the client's most recent serum potassium level and then inform to the doctor. The incidence of potentially lethal ventricular dysrhythmias is increased in hypokalemia. So now we will discuss about important nursing situations related to acid-base balance. So first question is, the nurse reviews the arterial blood gas results of a client and notes the following: pH is 7.45, PaCO2 of 30 mm of Hg and HCO3 of 20 mm of Hg. The nurse analyzes these results as indicating which condition. Options are metabolic acidosis compensated, respiratory alkalosis compensated, metabolic alkalosis uncompensated, respiratory acidosis uncompensated. So answer is B, respiratory alkalosis compensated. The values identified in the question indicate a respiratory alkalosis that is compensated by the kidneys through the renal excretion of bicarbonate. Because pH has returned to a normal value, compensation has occurred. The normal pH is 7.35 to 7.45. In a respiratory condition, an opposite effect will be seen between the pH and PaCO2. The pH is at the high end of the normal value and PaO2 is low. In an alkaloid condition, the pH is elevated. Question number 2. The nurse is caring for a client with a nasogastric tube that is attached to low suction. The nurse monitors the client for manifestations of which disorder that the client is at risk for. Options are metabolic acidosis, metabolic alkalosis, respiratory acidosis, respiratory alkalosis. So answer is B, metabolic alkalosis. This occurs in conditions resulting in hypokalemia, the loss of gastric fluid, excessive bicarbonate intake, and hyperaldosteronism. Loss of gastric fluid via nasogastric suction or vomiting causes metabolic alkalosis due to loss of hydrochloric acid. Question number 3. The nurse is caring for a client having respiratory distress related to an anxiety attack. Recent arterial blood gas values are pH is 7.53, PaO2 is 72 mm of Hg, PaCO2 is 32 mm of Hg, and HCO3 is 28 mmol per liter. Which conclusion about the client should the nurse make? Options are: the client has acid attack blood, the client is probably overreacting, the client is fluid volume overloaded, the client is probably hyperventilating. So answer is D, the client is probably hyperventilating. The ABG values are abnormal, which supports a physiological problem. The ABGs indicate respiratory alkalosis as a result of hyperventilating, not acidosis. Question number 4. A client who is found unresponsive has arterial blood gases drawn and results indicate the following: pH is 7.12, PaCO2 is 90 mm of Hg, and HCO3 is 22 milliequivalent per liter. The nurse interprets the results as indicating which condition. Options are metabolic acidosis with compensation, respiratory acidosis with compensation, metabolic acidosis without compensation, respiratory acidosis without compensation. So answer is D, respiratory acidosis without compensation. The acid-base disturbance is respiratory acidosis without compensation. Because the bicarbonate is still within normal limits, the kidney have not had time to adjust for this acid-base disturbance. In addition, the pH is not within normal limits. Therefore, the condition is without compensation. In respiratory acidosis, pH is decreased and the PaCO2 is elevated. The normal bicarbonate level is 21 to 28 milliequivalent per liter. Question number 5. The nurse reviews the blood gas results of a client with atelectasis. The nurse analyzes the results and determines that the client is experiencing respiratory acidosis. Which result validates the nurse's findings? Options are pH is 7.25, PaCO2 is 50 mm of Hg, pH is 7.35, PaCO2 is 40 mm of Hg, pH is 7.50, PaCO2 is 52 mm of Hg, pH is 7.52, PaCO2 is 28 mm of Hg. So answer is A, pH is 7.25 and PaCO2 is 50 mm of Hg. Atelectasis is a condition characterized by the collapse of alveoli, preventing the respiratory exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide in a part of the lungs. Patient is having respiratory acidosis because pH is decreased and PaCO2 is elevated than the normal limits. So now we will discuss about important points related to acid-base balance. When the client experiences an acid-base imbalance, monitor the potassium level closely because the potassium moves in or out of the cells in an attempt to maintain acid-base balance. So it can cause complications of hypokalemia and hyperkalemia. Point number 2. If the client has a condition that causes an obstruction of the airway and depresses the respiratory system, monitors the client for respiratory acidosis. Point number 3. The client with a history of emphysema or chronic obstructive pulmonary disease usually are not given oxygen greater than 2 liters by the cannula because high levels of oxygen in the blood may decrease the stimulus to breath, leading to CO2 retention and cause respiratory acidosis. Point number 4. Monitor the client experiencing severe diarrhea for manifestations of metabolic acidosis. Point number 5. An insufficient supply of insulin in the client with diabetes mellitus can cause metabolic acidosis. It is also known as diabetic ketoacidosis. Point number 6. Monitor the client experiencing excessive vomiting for manifestations of metabolic alkalosis due to the loss of hydrochloric acid from the stomach. So now there is a question for you for critical thinking. So question is, the nurse performs Allen's test on a client scheduled for a arterial blood gas drawn from the radial artery. On the release of pressure from the ulnar artery, color in the hand returns after 20 seconds. The nurse should take which actions? Answer will be discussed in the next video.